Spooky Halloween time. But anyways, I was going on a talk, kind of just speaking what's coming up and based on my recent video as well. Like, since a teenager, I'm just saying a story. Since a teenager, I had these certain, like a desire for a deeper connection basically, and like I know what I want deep down in my heart. I know what I'm actually yearning for deep down. I know the type of connections I'm yearning for deep down, and they're deep and vulnerable and open. But in life, we're given these illusions and programs in this earth that we're meant to break out of, right? So I had these deep wants and desires, like for these deeper connections and for me, real love, but everyone's different. That's just my interpretation of it. And because I had like these certain programs built into me and certain programs to stop me with my actual desires in my heart, I kind of masked or shapeshifted into what society wanted me to be, right? Like, oh, you gotta look this way, you gotta be this way, you gotta know your stuff. But if you're doing this and you genuinely want something else and you're just adapting, you're missing out on what you actually want deep down in your heart. Because what you want deep down in your heart doesn't fit with these standards that society has. It doesn't. If you really listen to yourself, if you sit here and ask yourself, what do I really want? What do you really want in life? From people, yourself, connections? What do I really want outside of all of these societal standards that we have on earth? Outside of these molds that you have to be in to be approved, or whatever is trending on social media, which is nice. It's nice. Trends are nice as well. It kind of has us together, right? We're like girls getting the same makeup product and we're like a collective doing it together, right? It's not all bad, but sometimes we lose ourselves trying to be approved in society. And there's a lot of programs on earth that's meant to weaken us, that's meant to stray us away from who we actually are. And who we actually are is different for everyone. Some people, there's people who lead in this stuff, right? There's people who are like the leaders of these societal approvals, like celebrities and that, and not all of them, but some of them are like the leaders of this certain standard and blah, 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 that. And it's not like in a way to judge, it's just in a way to be observant, to see what's actually happening. And people can pretend that they're on the same boat as you, that, oh hey, I really want a deep connection too, and I don't follow certain paradigms. I said that word earlier and I can't say it now. But I don't follow those certain rules. I don't like lustful stuff. But see, that's why we have lessons, and that's what I learned from my lessons. And we can learn from our lessons and still have happy lives. It took me so long to be able to be at this point that I'm at right now. And like super long. And if you're on the same boat, then you should be happy. You should be proud of yourself. I mean, that's the right word. You should be proud of yourself. But I think art isn't all bad, of course not. It has beautiful landscapes that are so energetically enriched with so much upgrades and so much different dimensions that you can still go through while being on Earth. And so much connection and love that can be had here on Earth as well. Like, it's not all horrible, but to me, I feel like this is why I originally started the video off before. I feel like I close off to society's standards, like as a teenager as well. I kind of closed off to, like, opted out. I opt out of this. Like, I close out of these standards or believe in them in the first place, or even looking at the information. Now, I'm not talking about not looking at the news. I'm talking about not feeding into these belief systems that people have, that this earth and its forces on earth put on people to trap them in these little places when we're meant to be free and connected together. And there's so much more coming out. My throat is just gone all of a sudden. There's so much more coming out, like that I just don't want to feed into. I understand both sides. But there's so much pain and suffering here on Earth, and yeah. But that's not all that Earth is. And we have the Mother Earth that we can connect with as well, that we can send our energy down if we're feeling upset and crappy or whatever. Like, if you're feeling emotional as well, we can just head down, feet down, imagine roots going down into deep down into the earth and giving it to the earth, and then breathing in energy from the earth, because she's meant to help us. She's meant to be like a sister, a mother to us, like be by our side and help us. This message of this video totally changed the message of the other video. It has similarities, but I wanted to say though, like, it's okay to be who you actually are. It's okay to be vulnerable if you want to be, like, vulnerable and like loving from your heart and wanting to give to people, obviously with boundaries. And you know yourself, if you're watching this, I'm sure you know. But like, for me, sometimes I worry, like, oh, I want to be how I actually want to be. Like, I want to be like more open emotionally. I want to be like, hey, how are you, like that. But then I'm worried, like, is that too much? Like, people where I live, they don't really, it's not specifically that, but it's kind of like being more open in a sense. It's not like that, but it's like, I just worry that it's too much. Like, is it too much? And you know what? Even if some people are closed off to it, what's the point of closing yourself off to how you actually want to be and who you actually are, to just fit into the mold of someone else? Just be you.